Welcome back to From the Chairman's Desk. Well, with us today we have the Housing Director, Mr. Bosco Lockear. Bosco, how are you doing this afternoon?
Doing fine, Mr. Chairman.
The reason we wanted Bosco on the program was let's really talk again, like I said before, about this stimulus package. Now, the stimulus package is a whole different pot of money from the housing money we receive. There's different accounting requirements and reporting requirements. So that kind of forced the tribal council in certain directions how they had to spend this money. And let me explain this to you. This money has 50% of this money has to be spent in 2 years. Not like it is with the housing program in 3 years. It has to be spent in 2 years. 100% of it in the third year. Now, every 3 months we must report on this stimulus package money. How much money was spent and what for, but the most important thing, how many jobs have we created? So when you think of that, we've got to spend this money fast. That's the reason the president said it had to be shovel ready. So we had some programs we wanted to do and didn't have the funding. So when we go through this list of what the tribal council decided, I want you to remember that they were kind of boxed in a way the decisions they had to make. Bosco, let's first talk. I think they got around 5 different projects they want to spend this 4.7. Let's talk about the ones most dearest to all our hearts. Over in Cumberland County, guess what? The tribal council is going to spend $1 million in elderly housing. Isn't that wonderful? Not only that $1 million, and Bosco, isn't this correct? Over the last couple of years, we'll set around $600,000 aside.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
So we got around $1.6 million to spend in Cumberland County for good, safe, warm, decent housing for our elders. Let's talk about that project a little bit, Bosco.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman. In this project, we're looking at 12 elderly units, be 2-bedroom units with 1 bath, be a big, nice bath, so if a person happens to be handicapped, they can get in and out of the bathroom without any problem. But like you said, he already had there was already 600,000 in there, and then this other 1 million. So besides the 12 elderly units, there'll be a little community center like where the elders can go and meet. They'll have a big meeting room, and it'll have a kitchen so they can cook if they want to and do quilting and just whatever they want to do. And as you were saying, the creating jobs, this project could probably create at least 50 jobs for 10 to 12 months.
10 to 12 months, just this project alone,
Correct.
Project alone. Now, that's good news. Now, the second thing, and I think it's fantastic, we got a few of these homes already, but we need more. And that's what we call transitional housing. These are homes where if you're burned out or some other things happens in your life and you have nowhere to stay, these is homes we can make available to you. And the policy states now, and help me with this, Bosco, it's 90 days. You pay for nothing. We'll have furniture in it. We'll pay for electricity, even cable, if it's got cable available. So if you're burned out, nowhere to stay, the tribes determined they're going to spend $650,000 of this $4.7 million to build 5 homes in Hoke and Cumberland and Scotland and Robeson County. Now, Bosco, I'm not sure about how many transitional homes would that give us.
Right now we have 3, Mr. Chairman.
3's not enough, is it?
No, we need 12 or 15 of them.
Because you got to understand, we've got a lot of people out here, when they're burned out, they got nowhere to turn to. They might have 5 or 6 kids, and mom or dad or brother and sister just don't have the space for them. So this is the way we can put them in there for 90 days. That's 3 months with no expense to them. That way, when they're working, they can be saving their money to build another home or rent another place to stay. So I just want to thank God for the tribal council making a determination, an effort to try to help those that can't help themselves in a need like that. I think it's a wonderful idea, Bob.
It is, Mr. Chairman, and we're looking at putting these homes, one in each subdivision that we have. One in Hoke County at Chiraw Acres, one at Air Point here in Pembroke, one at Crescent Crossing over in the Uranium community, and one in Lumberton at the I can't think of the name of it. Autumn Chase, Mr.
Autumn
Chairman.
Chase, okay.
And again, creating jobs. You're probably looking at 25, 30 people for 6 or 8 months having a job that didn't have it.
So we're up between 80 and 100 jobs just on these two
Correct.
projects. Now, the third one, and I want to explain this to you. Let's go back to our guidelines, what we've got to do. We've got to have 50% of this money spent in 2 years, okay? All of it spent in 3 years. So what the Tribal Council decided that we could do is put at least $500,000 in our rehab program. I wish to God, and they did too, we could put all $4.7 million into it and just wipe everybody's house out and rehab everything. But it's just not practical. We don't have the staff, the manpower to do that.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman. We don't. And with the 500,000, we're looking at that could probably put another 25 people to work for at least a year to use that money up, in addition to what we're already doing in the rehab department. And so then we're looking at, probably, I don't know, Mr. Chairman, as you are aware, our waiting list is still somewhere around 1,000. We may be just a few below 1,000 now. But with this 500,000, it's going to help us be able to go back and get some of those off the list pretty quick that's been waiting for 6 and 7 years.
Okay. Now, let me just say this about the stimulus package. This is not only this money out here is available to the Lumbee tribe. The total package is $510 million. Our part of it off the top was 4.7. Well, that still left them with $255 million of what they call competitive money. In other words, we're going to have to write grants to get it. And you can trust me as your tribal chairman. We're going to bring in some experts to write the best grant we can to get all this money back to the Lumbee people. And maybe with that influx of money, we'll be able to hire more staff to do more rehab work. Wouldn't you think that'd be wonderful, Bob?
Yes, sir. I think my dream is on that competitive money that we can get enough of money to really, really get our waiting list down at least below 500. If we could ever get below 500, then when someone came in, they'd have some hope that they're going to get their home fixed shortly.
And with the rehab, we want to talk about the rehab program. I really want to thank you for accepting the new way we're doing it. There's less confusion about the program and a whole lot less phone calls I'm receiving complaints about it. I want you to thank you for bearing with us for the extra 2 or 3 months that we had to kind of slow down everything to reorganize and get. I think we finally got our rehab program on the right track, and we don't want to do anything at all to get hit off track. You understand what I'm saying? We're doing it the right way now. Just be patient. We're going to get to you. I can honestly say now we're going to get to you. And if we can get some more of this stimulus money, we're going to get to you even faster and even create more jobs here at the tribe.